There we go. Welcome in to South Warren High School. Sam Reeves here with you. The Franklin Duelers and the Fulton Railroaders about to do battle here on this Sunday afternoon. The Duelers 18-12. Unfortunately, we have lost 3 straight games, but look to get back on track today. Fulton at 16-15. We will go through the starting lineups for you currently. Starting with the Fulton Railroaders, they will start this way. Leading off for Fulton will be the right fielder, Jake Seconder. Batting second will be the center fielder, Braxton Baird. Hitting third will be the left fielder, Ryan Callahan. Batting fourth for Fulton, the DH, Brady Holloway. Hitting fifth, the catcher, Ryan Lee. Hitting sixth, the shortstop, Aiden Cloud. Parker Estes is the third baseman. He hits seventh. Jackson Shoulders is at first. He will hit eighth. And rounding out the starting 9 for Fulton will be Jorge Vallette. He is at second, with Sam Poindexter on the mound for Fulton. Again, for the Railroaders, Seconder, Baird, Callahan, Holloway, Lee, Cloud, Estes, Shoulders, and Vallette, with Poindexter on the mound. For the Duelers, managed by Kyle Schexnader, they will start this way. Leading off, the right fielder, Jonathan Evans, batting second, the DH, Jackson Norris. Batting third in left field, Sam Slaughter. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jay Curtis. Batting fifth will be Mark Castle. He's at short tonight. And Matt Jenkinson bats sixth. He's at second base. Nate Lai will hit seventh. He's at first. Brett Rao, the catcher, hits eighth. And rounding out the starting 9 for the Duelers will be Jared Grenz in center field. The starter for the Duelers tonight is Jacob Hernandez. Again, for Franklin, Evans, Norris, Slaughter, Curtis, Castle, Jenkinson, Lai, Rao, and Grenz, with Jacob Hernandez on the mound. The umpires tonight, behind home plate, C.J. Davis. Michael Holman is at first base, and Devin Neely is the third base umpire. We will take one final break before opening pitch. We are about 8 minutes away from the start of this game. Stay with us, and we'll be right back with the start of this one on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Reeves here with you. The Duelers and the Railroaders about to get things going.
Second base and batting sixth.
For the Duelers, quickly going through the lineup again, it'll be Evans, followed by Jackson Norris, DHing. Sam Slaughter hitting third and left. Jay Curtis, cleanup at third base. Mark Castle at short, he hits fifth. Matt Jacobson at second, he hits sixth. Nate Lai is at first, he hits seventh. Brett Rao is catching, he hits eighth.
Coastal Alabama Community College.
And Jared Grand is in center, he hits ninth. So that is the story here for the Duelers.
Colorado Mesa.
We'll take a quick break for the national anthem and be right back for the start of this ball game on the Duelers Baseball Network.
Community College, Jacob Hernandez.
Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, Sam Reeves here with you as Gage Coppert has entered the building, helping us out this evening. Appreciate his help as always. Now we are about ready to get things rolling here from South Warren High School. Jacob Hernandez on the mound for your Duelers from Bossier Parish Community College. On the year for Hernandez, 5 appearances, 5 starts, a 3-1 record. 24 innings pitched, 21 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 11 walks, and 20 strikeouts, a 3.75 ERA for Jacob Hernandez, born and raised at Houghton, Louisiana. He will start by facing Seconder, Baird, and Callahan, 1, 2, and 3 in the order. For the Fulton Railroaders, coached by Scott Guyman, assisted by Brad Weber and Pedro Carranza. The Duelers in desperate need of a victory. Currently sitting in second place in the OVL South. They've done some restructuring to the playoff format due to the fact that there are 6 teams in the North and 5 in the South. So I actually emailed Zach Bullitt, who's the official scorekeeper and in charge of media relations for the league, to get clarification on that. Hopefully I hear back from him in the next day or two, and I will relay the message on how the playoff formatting and seeding operations are going to work this year sooner than later. If I don't hear anything back, I'll go directly to the president of the league, John Bruce. He does a great job of communication with all of us, and I'll just shoot him a quick email if I hear nothing back from Zach, and we'll get it taken care of, and I'll get the information out to you as quickly as possible because I'm curious as well. But nonetheless, we got a game to take care of tonight. Starting with Hernandez on the mound against Jake Seconder. And the first pitch is fouled straight back over the press box. It's 0-1.
Oh, that's a good question.
Hernandez pairs in and gets the sign. And the next pitch is fouled off. Third base side over to give it a look. As the left fielder Slaughter, it's out of play, strike 2. Cedro Jimenez also up here helping us with the scoreboard today. I'll always appreciate Izzy's help. It's 0-2 to Seconder from Hernandez and the pitch. On a line to center, in comes Jared Grenz, 2 steps, now back 1, and he makes the catch for an easy out. Number 1, top of the first for Jacob Hernandez.
Coming to the plate, the center fielder, number 30, Braxton Baird.
And now Braxton Baird to hit for the Railroaders. Braxton Baird from Carson Newman University. First pitch from Hernandez. On a line to left center. That ball is hit very well. Back goes Slaughter and Grenz, and that ball is gone. A solo shot over the wall just to the right of the 337 sign in left center. Braxton Baird goes yard for the Fulton Railroaders. And that is home run number 2 on the year for Baird, RBI at number 10. For Braxton, it's 1-0 Fulton.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 29, Ryan Callahan.
That'll bring up Ryan Callahan now for the Railroaders. That's home run allowed number 5 on the year for Jacob Hernandez. It's 1-0 Fulton. And Ryan Callahan to hit. Right-handed hitter, first pitch. Missed just inside, ball 1. Ryan Callahan from Wright State University in Bexley, Ohio. The 1-0 pitch. Well, that ball is crushed as well. Left center, closer to center that time, but the same result, that ball is gone. Back-to-back homers for Baird and Callahan, and it's all of a sudden 2-0 Fulton. Well, that one had a different sound to it. You could tell that one was gone as soon as it left the bat. For Ryan Callahan, that ball was absolutely crushed. 2-0 Fulton. On the year for Ryan Callahan, that's home run number 8 and RBI number 26.
Number 22, Brady Holloway.
And now Brady Holloway, the DH, left-handed hitter, will step into the box. Southwest Tennessee Community College in Proctor, Arkansas takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Hernandez left 2 fastballs up, and Fulton didn't miss it. 2-0 Railroaders. The next pitch is a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike at number 1, and the Fulton dugout does not appreciate that call from C.J. Davis behind the plate. But it's 1-1 in the next pitch. Swung on and missed on a nice breaking ball there. It's 1-2. If your fastball hasn't been able to be located a little bit early, try the breaking stuff. And those last 2 breaking balls from Jacob have been better. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball low and in. All the way back to the screen. It's 2-2. And the Duelers in a hole early. Here against Fulton, the team we will see a lot over the next week and a half to wrap up the regular season. The 2-2 pitch. On the ground into the hole between first and second. Weak contact but a base hit for Brady Holloway. He's on first, still with 1 out for Ryan Lee. A lot of those balls against the full count rhythm when we were home the last a few nights ago found holes on weak contact just like that one, and it seems like at least in the first inning we have the same bad luck. Weak contact base hit for Holloway there. From the stretch now, Hernandez, a breaking ball hangs high, 1-0. Ryan Lee at catcher today. Utility guy, can play all over the infield for Scott Guyman and Fulton. From Northwest Mississippi Community College, the 1-0. On the ground, foul, third base side, and it is 1-1. For Ryan Lee, born and raised in Cleveland, Tennessee. On the year, a .287 average, 87 at-bats, 24 runs, 25 hits, 4 doubles, 8 homers. And the next one from Hernandez is a breaking ball, just misses or thereabout. Ball 2, 2-1. 24 RBIs for Lee and a .441 OBP, a .609 slugging percentage. Hernandez from the stretch with the 2-1. And the pitch. Pull up fastball outside, 3 balls and 1 strike now. On deck for Fulton is Aiden Cloud, the shortstop. At the start of the year, Jorge Vallette had been the primary shortstop, but it looks like Scott Guyman has done some shuffling defensively. Vallette's now at second, and the 3-1 pitch is popped up on the infield. Matt Jenkinson over from second to make the catch, and that's out number 2. We needed that one in the worst of ways. And now the aforementioned Aiden Cloud to hit from the University of Montevallo, born and raised in Rome, Georgia. Same hometown, I believe, as Jackson Norris of your Duelers. Cloud squares the bunt, pulls it back, and takes a pitch upstairs, ball 1. Jackson was actually hanging in the press box with me pregame, trying to get a little bit of fresh air as it's a hot one out there this evening. It's 1-0 to Cloud in the pitch. That's off the inside corner, inside ball 2. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes to Aiden Cloud. And the next pitch. That's upstairs, ball 3. 3-0 from Hernandez. Struggling to find the strike zone in the first inning. On deck is Parker Estes, very dangerous third baseman. Has a very hot bat, as he has all season. The 3-0. That's in there, strike 1 called. For Cloud, a .277 batting average, 83 at-bats, 9 runs, 23 hits, 5 doubles, 11 RBIs. And the 3-1 from Hernandez is high ball 4. So runners now first and second for Parker Estes. Murray State product. Born and raised in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Biddy at the mound. Catcher Brett Rao will go talk to his pitcher Jacob Hernandez. Pat him on the back and now head back behind the plate. 2-0 Railroaders on solo home runs back-to-back for Baird and Callahan. The back-to-back jack has been a problem for the Duelers of late. There was 2 different sets of back-to-back homers against Full Count the other night. And I believe it happened against Hoptown just 2 nights ago as well. Pitch. That is away, ball 1 to Parker Estes. As Parker will dig back into the box. Let me correct myself. It did not happen against Hoptown. It did happen, though, against Full Count in the first inning. 2-0 now. 2 balls and no strikes from Jacob Hernandez to Parker Estes. And the 2-0. On the outside corner, good spot, strike 1. 1 ball. Or 2 balls and 1 strike, now your count. To Estes, runners first and second. Holloway, at second with Cloud at first. And the 2-1 pitch. Up and away, ball 3. Jacob's missing a lot upstairs of late. Got to get the ball down in the zone just a bit more. A 3-1 count to Estes. With 2 down top of the first, 2-0 Fulton on 3 hits and the pitch. That misses away, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Jackson Shoulders will hit now, the first baseman for the Railroaders. Kentucky Wesleyan College in Eddyville, Kentucky. For Shoulders. First pitch. Way high, ball 1. Rail had to leap up out of his crouch to grab it. I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacob Snyder emerge from the dugout, and right on cue, here he comes. On the way to the mound to talk with his pitcher. Jacob has been very good all season long out there on the mound and had a little bit of a home run problem in his previous few starts, but nothing major. And now location seems to be an issue this inning. Meeting at the mound has ended. Rowell back behind the plate. Snyder off the mound back to his third base dugout. While I have a second, I'll continue to mention our coaches. Jacob is our pitching coach, of course. He's a graduate assistant at Southern University. Will Allen is the first base coach, also at Southern University, on the staff there. And Kyle Schexnader is our manager. He will be the third base coach tonight. Coached at John Curtis Christian High School. And the 1-1 is outside ball 2 from Hernandez to Shoulders. For Jackson Shoulders this season, a 154 batting average. And the pitch. That's upstairs, ball 3, another 3-ball count. Another 3-1 count, too, for that matter. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch from Hernandez. In there at the bottom of the zone. So if we're going to get that call from C.J. Davis, throw that pitch every single time. We will take it, though. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The bases loaded. And the pitch. In the air, a pop-up, shallow center. In comes Grenz, also Evans, and it will be Grenz to make the catch to limit the damage to just 2. It's 2-0 Fulton on 2 solo homers by Baird and Callahan. The Duelers will come up after this on the bottom of the first on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back.
John.
Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, Sam Reeves here with you. Taking the mound to start this one for the Railroaders is Sam Poindexter from Union University, a left-hander from Collierville, Tennessee. Has good numbers on the year. I'll read those to you after the first pitch to Evans to open up the bottom of the first, and it's on the way. Outside ball 1. For Sam Poindexter this summer, 6 appearances, 6 starts.
You want the lineup?
No, Gage. And the pitch to Evans is crushed down the line, and that's just foul. 1-1. For Poindexter, once again, 6 appearances, 6 starts, a 1-1 record, 34 and 2/3 innings, 22 hits, 18 runs, 12 earned, 16 walks, and 32 strikeouts, a 3.12 ERA. And McMillan is not playing, no. And the 1-1 to Evans. That's on a line to center. Will it fall? No. It hangs up for the center fielder. That is Baird, and that's out number 1. That ball was absolutely hit on the screws, about 1,000,000 miles an hour, but right at a fielder. That's how the Duelers' luck has been lately, unfortunately. Is that swing and that contact in a nutshell. Is how the Duelers' luck has been lately. We'll see if they can turn it around, though. Jackson Norris will come up now. You know how when you put on a scoreboard or a scorecard L8, line out the center, the L and the L8 right there needs to be like bold and capitalized and in red ink. Jackson Norris had the ugliest swing I have seen in a long time, unfortunately, for strike 1. I think yeah, you're right. That ball hit Jackson Norris inside, but he swung and missed. So that's a strike. He'll look to regroup on an 0-1 pitch. On the way. That's low, ball 1, 1-1. You can't really critique Jackson too much, though, because he's been hitting the ball fantastic as of late. That last swing would not tell you such, but he has. More specifically, a 393 average on the year, and that's a swing and a pop-up. Back behind short, Cloud out to make the catch, out number 2. And now Sam Slaughter will hit.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder. Number 23 from Belmont University, Sam Slaughter.
Sam Slaughter back in the 3-hole here tonight. Left-handed hitter from Belmont, or at least will be headed to Belmont in the fall. Started his collegiate career at Memphis, never actually played there, but hit very well at Calhoun Community College, and now is going back up to D1 in the fall. Belmont, the first pitch to Sam. Off the outside corner, ball 1, 1-0. On the year for Sam Slaughter, 318 average, 88 at-bats, 18 runs, 28 hits, 8 doubles, 2 home runs, also 1 triple as well. 24 RBIs, 19 strikeouts to 11, or 19, oh man, I can't read. 24 walks to 11 strikeouts, so that's a good ratio. That's on a line into right center, and that'll fall and go all the way to the wall. Sam Slaughter rounds first hard and heads into second with a stand-up 2-out double. That's solid contact right there for Sam Slaughter.
To the plate.
Double number 9 on the year for Sam.
University of Dayton, Jay Curtis.
And now Jay Curtis will step in for the Duelers. University of Dayton hitting .242 on the year. Duelers and their all blues today with the royal blue tops, royal blue pants with the blue numerals and lettering trimmed in red and gray. The Railroaders and their road brown uniforms with the orange numerals and lettering trimmed in white with the road gray pants. Jay Curtis up with Slaughter in scoring position at second and 2 down, and the pitch. Fouled off first base side, 0-1 to Jay Curtis. Curtis, a native of New Orleans, Louisiana. Went to John Curtis Christian High School, where Kyle coached at previously, or manager Kyle Schexner. And Jay's behind 0-1 in the pitch. That's on a line. And bobbled by Cloud into left. Around third, Slaughter will hold up. And luckily for the Duelers, nobody was covering third on the throw in. So Sam is safe getting back to the bag. It's first and third now. Kyle waved him home and then put up the stop sign at the last second to hold him up. Probably a smart idea. I was a little bit surprised to see him put up the stop sign considering how aggressive Kyle's been this year over there in the third base coaching box. But it's now first and third with 2 down for Mark Castle.
No, she called me.
The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. The 0-1, first time is called by Castle at the plate. And Castle on the ground is booted by the shortstop Cloud and into left. 1 run scores, and Slaughter Curtis goes all the way to third. Duelers will take it. It's 2-1. And the next pitch to Jenkinson is popped up into shallow center. Instead, it will be the second baseman to go out. That is Vayette to make the catch and end the inning. But the Duelers get one back and trail this one 2-1 as we head to the second after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. The first pitch to Vayette to open the second is inside ball 1. 1-0 your count. It will be 9-1-2 due up for the Railroaders. And the pitch to Jorge is fouled off first base side. 1-1 your count. It's 2-1. The Duelers get one back as a result of the error by the shortstop Cloud last inning. The 1-1, that's a nice breaking ball. Swung on and missed strike 2. 1-2 your count. And the pitch inside, and it hits Jorge. He'll take first with nobody down. And the top of the order, Jake Seconder will come up.
Coming out to the plate, the right fielder, number 2, Jake Seconder.
Jake flew out to open the game, flew out to center fielder Jared Granz, and now Jacob Hernandez, is back on the stretch. Throw back to first, we got Vayette.
What a ball.
And they call the balk on Hernandez. Now the ball's all the way down the left field line, or down the right field line, and Vallette will come around to score. Can you do that on a balk? No. So it's either a wild throw on Hernandez, or they call the balk. It's one or the other.
No, it's live. It's live. Do the ball, so you can score all of this.
So even on a balk, you can. Oh man! All right, Gage Kaufman, our rules expert up here in the booth, says even on a balk, if you throw it, it's live, and you can come around and score in that case. So
Yes, it was a balk, but it's live.
it was a balk and an error, I guess. Yeah, a balk and an error on Hernandez. And it's now 3-1 Fulton.
2-0.
And it's 2 balls and no strikes. To Seconder, still up at the plate. That was a confusing play. I haven't seen that one yet. The 2-0. That ball's hitting the air to deep right. Back goes Evans to the track. He's got room at the edge of the track and brings it down for out number 1. So a balk and a live ball run scored. That's one I didn't think I'd see today.
Yeah, so unfortunate.
But there you go. It's 3-1.
It's our luck right now.
Yeah, and Gage Kaufman said, it's our luck right now. He's exactly right. That kind of like what I was saying earlier with the soft contact in the 3-4 hole last inning on the single. That's kind of the way things are going. It just kind of snowballs on itself until at some point we'll snap out of it. That was a nice pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 1. 1-1 now to Braxton Baird. He hit the first of back-to-back homers in the first inning for the Railroaders. I'll fix the score on your screen after this next pitch. The 1-1 from Hernandez. That's in there on a breaking ball, strike 2. 3-1 Fulton, your score. 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error for the Railroaders. 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. Pitch by Hernandez is just low. We got that call last inning once, but that one is called low on a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Braxton Baird and the pitch. And the dirt ball 3. 3-2 on deck for the Railroaders is Ryan Callahan. (3-2) inside ball 4. And that's a walk to Baird to bring up Callahan.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 29, Callahan.
Callahan hit the second of the 2 homers in the first inning.
He's doing that catch that center. Yeah, he's
Callahan will dig in, right-handed hitter in left field here tonight. Hernandez from the stretch and the first pitch pulled off and a pitch outside 1-0. For Jacob Hernandez, 46 strikes, 46 pitches, only 20 strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in there on the inside corner. That's a good spot. Strike 1, 1-1 your count. To Ryan Callahan. Hernandez with the glove at his chest, the kick and the pitch. And the dirt got away from Rao just a bit. But Baird will stay put over at first base. As a result of yesterday's off day, just to let everybody know, it wasn't supposed to be an off day. The field was unplayable because of a torrential downpour we got for multiple hours on Friday night. The pitch, that's inside. Throw to second. Tag applied by Jenkinson, and Baird has a stolen base. For Braxton Baird, that is stolen base number 13. He's only been caught twice. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Friday night, after the Hoptown game on the road, The entire area, Bowling Green, Clarksville, where I'm at, and Hopkinsville for that matter, all got poured on. Very heavy rain for multiple hours. The pitch by Hernandez just misses outside, and that's ball 4. The field needed the water, but that was too much water, and there wasn't much sun yesterday morning to dry it out. Instead, we got a couple more small showers to make it even more moist out there on the infield. And the field was unfortunately just unplayable for Hoptown tonight, or last night, to come into town. No rescheduled date has been announced yet. I'll explain that in a second. As the first pitch to Holloway is on the way. And that's popped up. Got a guy over there. That is Castle ranging back behind short to make the catch for out number 2. But anyways, the OVL as a league has a rule that you cannot have a doubleheader be played after July 12th to try to save bodies for the playoffs. In reality, that's going to come back to bite the Duelers, because we don't play Hoptown again until they come back to South Warren on the 18th, 2 days before the regular season ends. And the OVL South behind full count is bunched up at the 2, 3, and 4 spots very tightly between the Duelers at second currently, Fulton's in third, and Hoptown's in fourth. Pitch is a breaking ball, maybe a slider it looked like in there for strike 1, that we're going to have to probably make that game up to determine playoff seeding. And if that game does end up mattering, we will see it when the time comes. But if the regular season has ended after the 19th and standings could still be affected, we will make that game up on July 20th. The pitch to Lee is blooped to short right. Out goes Jenkinson to make the catch and end the inning. But anyways, to finish my thought there, if the game doesn't matter, the Duelers get an off day on the 20th, a built-in off day before the playoffs begin. That's the ideal scenario, because it's possible we don't get any off days between now and the playoffs if we have to make that game up on the 20th. So keep your fingers crossed. We start winning more baseball games consistently, and that game will not end up mattering. But if it does, we'll be playing the makeup against Hoptown on the 20th. But we'll keep you posted on social media and doing these broadcasts as well, of course. We'll take one quick break and be back with the bottom of the second. It is 3-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. We are back on the Duelers Baseball Network. Bottom of the second. Nate Lai to hit first for the Duelers. And the first pitch to Nate. That's fouled off first base side on a fastball away. Strike 1. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Lai, Rao, and Grenz due up for the Duelers and head coach Kyle Schexnader. And the second trailing this one 3-1 to the Railroaders. And the pitch from Poindexter, that's on the ground, and it eats up the first baseman, shoulders, and it goes all the way down the line. Nate will take a wide turn, head to second. The throw in there, not in time with a feet first slide. Nate Lai is at second. That's a hit for Nate. He hit that ball on a line. That was a tough play for the first baseman's shoulders. Couldn't quite make it. And for Nate Lai, that is double number 8. Double number 2 on hit number 8.
15, Brett Rao.
And now Brett Rao, who is desperately trying to break out of a slump, has a chance to do that right now. Left-handed hitting catcher from Coastal Alabama East Community College. Poindexter's pitch. Breaking ball, high and inside ball 1. Statistically for Brett on the year, a 135 batting average, 37 at-bats, 7 runs, 5 hits, 1 double, and 3 RBIs. The 1-0 coming to Ral. Low and away, ball 2, 2-0. Ral in the 8th spot. He'll be followed by Jared Grenz for the Duelers. Chance to cut back in this Fulton lead after the leadoff double from Nate Lai. And shoulders ready, and the pitch. On the outside corner, good spot by Poindexter, strike 1.
Well, that's better. In my uniform. The uniform?
2-1 your count, and the next one. Just off the inside corner. We will take it. Now that looked pretty good from up here, but the Duelers will be pleased to take ball number 3 to Brett Rowell. 3-1 to Brett. And the pitch from Poindexter looks back at second. Time called by C.J. Davis at the last second as Rowell asked for time and was granted time. Usually, time is usually granted, although in the OVL this summer you really can't take it for granted. There have been certain umpires in certain games where time is very tough to get. The 3-1 pitch. That's a nice breaking ball on the inner half. Strike 2, 3-2 your count. Jared Granz on deck for the Duelers. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brett Rowell to dig back into the box. And the 3-2 pitch. That's low, ball 4. Good plate appearance for Brett Rowell to draw a walk. That is his 8th walk on the year.
Jared Grenz.
And now Jared Grenz will hit. A Colorado Mesa product from Cody, Wyoming. Hitting .206 this season, 34 at-bats, 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 doubles, 1 triple, 3 RBIs. First and second, nobody down here in the second for the Duelers, and the pitch from Poindexter looks back at second and steps off the rubber. And now back up on the mound. The pitch, squares the bunt, pops it up down the first base line, shoulders to get it, lets it roll foul, and it's just foul. That one just about died on the first base chalk line, but it just kicked foul, and Shoulders was wise enough to pick it up as soon as he saw it kicked just foul. That'll send Jared Grenz back to the box with an 0-1 count. That was just about executed to perfection. Not quite, though. Because that would have been a tough play. There were 3 different players converging on the ball. I don't think they would have gotten any outs there if that ball would have stayed fair. It's 0-1 to Grenz. And the pitch. Tries it again, pops it up. That's foul. Just out of the reach of Shoulders, the first baseman. It's 0-2. Now I would think Jared will probably swing away. As Poindexter will climb up on the rubber. Lee back behind the plate. As it's 3-1 Fulton. But the Duelers threatening. First and second. With nobody down in the pitch. That's low. Ball 1. Ryan Lee, the catcher, tried to pull that one up like 3 feet, and C.J. Davis was not having it. Ball 1. The 1-2 pitch on the way is fouled off at the plate. Chopped, and Granz will go to battle here at 1-2. There wasn't a bat the other night. I believe it was here. It may have been Hoptown, where I believe I can't remember exactly who it was, but we fouled off like 17 pitches and ended up drawing a walk. That's kind of what we would like here. The 1-2 for Grenz. That's pulled, well foul on a line. More pitches you see, the better off you are if you're Jared Grenz.
That's my manager.
Huh?
That's
1-2 to Jared.
my manager for the
Nate Lai at second. Brett Rao at first and nobody down. And the pitch. Check swing on a good take. Low and away, ball 2. 2-2 your count. On deck for the Duelers, top of the order, and Jonathan Evans. As Grant digs back in. And awaits a 2-2 from Poindexter. On the way. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Grenz goes down swinging. Strikeout number 1 on the day for Sam Poindexter, and that's out number 1 in the inning. Now John Evans to the dish, leadoff man for the Franklin Duelers. Evans lined out hard to center his first time up. The train goes passing by. Poindexter glove at the belt, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. 0-1 to Jonathan Evans. John, the native of Starkville, Mississippi, attends Southern University, one of the 4 Southern players on this Duelers team this summer. One of his collegiate teammates, actually, Nate Lai, is standing out there on second base. And the 0-1 pitch on the way from Poindexter. Looks back at second, and now off the rubber as he fakes a throw over there. Nate Lai scampers back in, standing up with no issues. I have no idea why Poindexter thinks that Lai will go anywhere. I doubt that's going to happen, but you never know. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed on a breaking ball. 0-2 to Jonathan Evans. And I kind of say tongue-in-cheek at this point, Big John has him right where they want him with the way he's been working up bats. He's of course struck out more than he's liked, but every time you look up, he seems to be battling back into a count. Even if he's down 0-2 to start it. We'll see if he can do that right here. Another look back to second. Nate Lai's only about 2 steps away from second and goes back there with ease. Runner at first, Brett Rao. The runner at second is, like I mentioned, Nate Lai. Poindexter looks in to get the sign, now back at second, and the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed on a slider away. Strikeout number 2, the second in a row, and that's 2 down.
Number 20, Jackson Norris.
And now Jackson Norris to hit. Norris popped out to short his first time up. Jackson with a natural wood grain bat and the pitch. Swung on and missed down to a knee on a breaking ball away. Strike 1. Can't do anything with that pitch. Norris bat on the shoulder, left-handed hitting DH. And the next pitch. On the ground, slowly hit up the middle. Vayette goes the short way to second. Cloud brings it in, and Poindexter gets out of the jam after back-to-back hits to lead off. We'll head to the third after this. It's 3-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. And we're back. The top of the third, Aiden Cloud to lead off. Hernandez back to work. Pitches low and away, ball one. Aiden Cloud on the day drew a walk his first time up. It's 3-0 or 3-1 Fulton, excuse me. That pitch is upstairs, ball two, 2-0. It'll be Cloud, Estes, and Shoulders due up in the third, for the Fulton Railroaders. And the 2-0 pitch. That's a nice breaking ball in there, strike one. Jacob Hernandez has had much better luck with the breaking ball tonight as opposed to his fastball. We'll look to see if he leans more on that pitch. He has of late, at least. The 2-1 pitch. That's on a line to short center. Is that another blue pit? No, it's not. Jared Grenz comes in and makes a diving catch. Very nice play by Jared Grenz to start off the inning. Now that looked for sure like another bloop knock for an opponent, but Jared Grenz made sure that wasn't the case. Makes a very nice diving catch coming in from center for out number one to retire Aiden Cloud, bringing up Parker Estes now. Now the first pitch to Parker is foul off, strike one. Parker also drew a walk. First time, that pitch misses inside, ball one. One and one your count. And the pitch is inside, ball two, 2-1. Estes waits, the next one. Off the outside corner, ball three, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike from Jacob Hernandez to Parker Estes, and the pitch. That's fouled off first base side. Good comeback pitch, and it fills out the count. Have 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now on deck for the Railroaders, the 8-hole hitter Jackson Shoulders. The 3-2 to Estes. Slowly hit on the ground. Castle over towards second. Gathers it in. Throw to first in time. And that will retire Estes for the second out of the inning.
Coming to the plate, the first baseman, number 28, Jackson Shoulders. How you doing?
So 6-3, Castle to lie. And now Shoulders up. He flew out to center to end the first in his first AB. Pitch. Away, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes, your count. And the next pitch on the outside corner, good spot on a fastball. Strike one, 1-1 from Jacob Hernandez to Jackson Shoulders. 8-hole hitter and the pitch. That's a breaking ball, just missed inside, ball two. 2-1 your count. Hernandez gets the sign, the kick, and the pitch. Inside, I guess, ball 3. 3-1 to Shoulders. On deck for the Fulton Railroaders, Jorge Vallet. 3-1 pitch. That's inside, ball 4, and a walk to Hernandez with 2 down. Or a walk from Hernandez to Shoulders, with 2 outs. And now Jorge Vallet, who was hit by a pitch, will come up. Pitch to Jorge is a little bit high, ball 1. As it's a 1-1 count. Hernandez from the stretch and the pitch. Way inside, backs Jorge off the plate, goes tumbling out of the box. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jorge Vallet. The 2-1 from Hernandez. That's inside. Rao couldn't corral it. And it's all the way back to the screen. That's probably a passed ball on Brett Rao to allow Jackson Shoulders to go to second. The 3-1 from Hernandez to Vayette on the way. Inside ball 4, and that's a walk to Jorge to turn the lineup over to Jake Seconder.
Comes to play, center fielder number 2, Jake Seconder.
Already Jake's third at bat in 3 innings. 2 flyouts in the first 2, 1 to center and 1 to right for Jake.
Who's in the league? Nate.
And the pitch to Seconder. Outside ball 1.
I was supposed to be much shorter than you. Oh, I see him. He's the pitcher, deep pitcher. And he did good.
0-1 from Hernandez to Seconder in the pitch. On the inside corner, good spot. Strike 2, 0-2. Yeah, it is 1-1. That's what I thought. CJ Davis corrected the scoreboard. It's 1-1. And the pitch, that's inside. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Izzy has left the press box momentarily, so we got Gage Kaufman and Jay Sutherland working double duty on the scoreboard along with their cameras and scorekeeping jobs. So the scoreboard may not always be quite accurate. That pitch is hitting the air to deep right center. Over goes Evans and Grenz. It will be Grenz to bring it in and the right center gap. To end at the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom of inning number 3. After this, it's 3-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. Sam Slaughter to lead off for the Duelers, bottom of inning number 3. It will be 3, 4, and 5. Slaughter, Curtis, and Castle due up in the 3rd against Sam Poindexter.
He doesn't even stand in.
Pitch. Sheck swing on a pitch away, appeal to 3rd. No swing, says Devin Neely, ball 1. 1-0 to Slaughter. And the next pitch. Breaking ball low, ball 2. 2-0. Slaughter wearing number 23 this summer for the Duelers. Native of Smyrna, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. 2-0 pitch. Well, that's on the bottom of the zone. Sam nods his head in approval to umpire CJ Davis, like, yes, that caught my knees. Strike 1. And it's 2-1 to Sam. Poindexter ready in the 2-1 pitch. Lots of pop-up. Foul territory. Parker Estes over into foul territory to make the catch for out number 1. Now Jay Curtis, who singled his first time up.
Number 38, Jay Curtis.
Wearing the high socks, red socks with the blue and white and red stripes on the top for Jay tonight. And the first pitch. Called strike 1 on the upper half of the zone. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and Poindexter's next pitch. That's blooped into short right. In comes Seconder to make the catch. And that's out number 2.
Going to the plate, this shortstop. Number 22, Mark Castle.
Now Mark Castle, who drove in a run on an error his last time up, so no RBI. Pitch to Castle on a hop. Nice job to gather it in by Cloud. Throw to first in time. And that is a quick inning of work for Sam Poindexter here in the 3rd. We head to the 4th. It's still 3-1 Fulton. We'll be right back on the Duelers Baseball Network. We're back in on the Duelers Baseball Network. A new pitcher on the mound for the Duelers is Nate Cunningham from Kentucky Wesleyan College, born and raised right here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. First man he will face is the 2-hole hitter, Braxton Baird, who's 1 for 1 with a homer and a walk today. First pitch in there, strike 1 from Nate. Final line for Jacob Hernandez, 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, or two strikeouts and 6 walks. 76 pitches, 32 strikes. It's 1-1 to Baird. And the pitch? Outside corner, strike 2, 1-2. The 1-2. That's low and away. Ball 2. 2-2 to Baird. On deck for the Railroaders, Ryan Callahan.
There you go.
The pitch to Baird is on the ground. Castle in the hole. Throw to first. Not in time. And Baird will reach. That'll go as a single for Braxton, his second hit of the day and third time he's reached base.
You know who
Coming to the plate.
Wait, sounds good for you?
Ryan.
Mama.
And now Ryan Callahan will hit. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Also a homer.
H. Hey, who is for you over there? What's that, H? Oh, okay.
And the pitch to Callahan on the way. Low ball 1 from Nate. Nate, the one local product we have on the Duelers roster this summer. When they're raised right here in Bowling Green at Kentucky Wesleyan. And then pitch. That's on the ground to third. Backhanded by Curtis. Throw to second. Not in time. Baird just beat the throw. Jenkinson was covering.
It's probably a hit.
That'll go as a hit as well for Callahan. That's a tough play deep of third. I think Callahan would have beat it if Curtis would have gone to second. So probably the smart idea to take the short route to, or if Curtis would have went to first. And the pitch is outside now to Brady Holloway. First and second, nobody down for the Railroaders, and Holloway hitting. The lefty Cunningham's next pitch. In there, strike 1. 1-1 your count. One ball and 1 strike from Nate. On the way to Holloway, the next pitch. Squares the bunt, drops it down off the mound, comes Cunningham. Oh, looking to go to first in time. Successful sacrifice for Brady Holloway on a nice bunt, but the Duelers do a good job to make sure they get 1 out. Holloway is retired, and that is 1 down.
Coming to the plate, catcher number 4, Ryan Lee.
Ryan Lee will hit now. Popped out to second twice, 0 for 2 for Lee. The pitch. Well, that's low. It looked like C.J. Davis almost wanted to call that a strike, but decided not to. 1-0 to Ryan Lee, 0 for 2 on the day. Here in the 4th inning, 3-1 Fulton. And the pitch. That's on the outside corner. Good spot. Strike 1 called. 1-1 your count. 1 ball, 1 strike from Nate Cunningham to Ryan Lee. And the 1-1 pitch. Up the middle, over the mound, and into center field. That's 1 RBI. Here comes the second runner. Throw to the plate, not in time. Cut off by Lai. 2 runners score on the RBI single for Ryan Lee. Runners crossing the plate in Baird and Callahan. It's now a 5-1 Fulton.
Coming to the plate, the shortstop number 3, Aiden. Wow.
And now Aiden Cloud will hit. He's 0 for 1 with a walk today. More soft contact resulting in hits and runs for a Duelers opponents. Pitch to Cloud is popped up to shallow right. Out goes Jenkinson. In comes Evans. It will be Matty J to make the catch just in front of his right fielder for out number 2. Now Parker Estes to hit. The Murray State product is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Pitch That's inside, ball 1. 1-0 your count. 1 ball and no strikes to Parker Estes. And the next pitch in there on the bottom of the zone, called strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-1 Fulton, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Railroaders, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. The 1-1 from Cunningham. In the air to center, back goes Grenz in front of the track and makes the catch with ease. That will end the inning, but not before 2 runs score for the Railroaders on the RBI single for Ryan Lee. It's 5-1 Fulton as we head to the 5th. Stay with us on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in for the bottom of inning number 4. Matt Jenkinson to lead off for the Duelers. It will be 6, 7, 8. Jenkinson, Lai, and Rowell due up against Sam Poindexter. Poindexter on the rubber, the first pitch. That's low, ball 1. 1-0 your count. Matt Jenkinson in his first at-bat popped out to second. That was in inning number 1. We are here in the 4th. And the next pitch is away. Ball 2. 2-0. Jenkinson from Roan State Community College, at least previously, will be going up to D2 Lincoln Memorial next year. And the 2-0 pitch. That's off the corner. Good take, ball 3. A 3-0 count to Matty J with Nate Lai on deck for the Duelers. Looking to claw their way back in it. Looking to get back to the winning ways that they were on earlier this year. The 3-0 pitch. That's in there on a fastball, outer half, strike 1. 3-1. Jenkinson wears number 14 for the Duelers this summer. And the 3-1 pitch. That's inside and maybe low, ball 4. And a leadoff walk from Matt Jenkinson.
Towards the plate, the first baseman. Number 31, Nate Lai.
Now Nate Lai to hit. Had a double his last time up. He would gladly take another one of those in this spot right here. The big 6'7" catcher from Southern University and Curacao. Pitch. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. Came in as a catcher, plays corner infield as well, has been playing a lot of first, including tonight. Nate's over there at first base. The 0-1 pitch. That's pulled down the line and left, but well foul. That ball was crushed, but way foul down the left field line. That is 0-2. 0-2 from Poindexter to Lai. Jenkinson on first. Nobody down. And the 0-2 pitch. First to throw back to first. Jenkinson back in, standing up. Poindexter will climb back up on the mound. The lefty, Union College. And the 0-2 from Sam on the way. Way upstairs. Good snag by Lee back there to prevent a wild pitch. 1-2 now. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nate Lai. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Good take on a pitch just low. 1-2 to Nate. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Lai as the count has evened itself up. And the next pitch. Fouled off. Good battle. Keep fighting off tough pitches right there if you're Nate Lai, and see if you can end it with a knock or a walk. We take that too, but it's only 2-2 as we stand now. Any way to get on at this point to battle back in. Throw to first. Jenkinson back in the standing once again. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 Fulton. We're at South Warren Ballpark in Bowling Green. Sam Reeves here with you. Thank you all for joining us this evening. 2-2 pitch. Lots popped up. Nate's not happy with himself. Shoulders will bring it in for out number 1. And now Brett Rowell to hit.
Number 15, Brett Rowell.
On the day for Brett, drew a walk his first time up.
Nothing.
And the pitch is ball 1. The 1-0 on the way to Rowell. And that's just off the outside corner. Good take, ball 2. 2-0. Two and 0 to Brett Rowell on the way from Sam Poindexter in the pitch. That's up the middle, snagged off the mound to second for 1. Back to first, and that's a double play. But they say the runner Jacobson's safe at second. Apparently, the man covering the bag missed the base. And the Duelers will take it, I guess. I was kind of questioning that when it was happening live. It was a weird play. And the inning will continue now for Jared Grenz. Aiden Cloud, the shortstop, was covering the bag there and kind of fumbled his feet over the bag and never actually touched it. And yes, Gage Kaufman is right. That was not a very good throw by the pitcher, Sam Poindexter, off the mound to his shortstop covering. And Grenz will swing away and pop that one foul out of play, first base side, 0-1. So the Duelers now have Jenkinson in second with 2 down. For Jared Grenz, trailing by 4, 5-1 is the score. And the pitch fouled off on a pitch inside 0-2.
This is Jared's last game. Who? Jared.
0-2 to Jared Grenz. Poindexter appears in to get his sign. Glove at the belt. And the pitch. Swung on a miss on a fastball, and the side is retired. We head to the fifth inning of play. It's still Fulton in front. Your score 5-1 on the Duelers Baseball Network. We will be right back. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by Cundall Flooring and Installation. For all your flooring, tile, and backsplash needs, Cundall Flooring is the right choice. Contact Phil Cundall at 931-561-8607 for more information today. El Mazatlan Mexican Restaurant and Grill, located at 1403 Nashville Road in Franklin, El Mazatlan is a proud supporter of the Duelers. Holly J's Bar and Grill in Franklin at 1326 Nashville Road. They are available for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. El Potrero Cantina and Grill, located at 270 Trotters Lane in Franklin, El Po, is a proud supporter of your Duelers. Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. If you need mortgage assistance in the Bowling Green area, contact Kelly Ann Sanders at 270-421-3157 today. Back in for the fifth. Nate Cunningham on for a second inning of work in relief. It'll be 8-9-1. Shoulders, Vayette, and Sekander due up for the Railroaders. Pitch. Just off the inside, black, call ball one. That's one Nate would like to have, I'm sure. But it's called inside by C.J. Davis, and it's 1-0. The next pitch. That's on the lower half of the zone. Catches the knees. It's 1-1 on a fastball. Cunningham working quickly in a rhythm. Gets his sign, and the next pitch. That's another bloop. And that falls fair because of course it does. All the way to the wall. Evans throws to second. The relay is bobbled by Jenkinson, and that's a no-out double to lead off the fifth for Jackson Shoulders.
Going to the plate, second baseman, number 6, Jorge Vayette.
And now Jorge Vayette will hit, Cunningham from the stretch now. The lefty will look back at second. And the first pitch to Vayette. Squares the bunt, pushes it first base side. That's a beauty. Cunningham off the mound. And no play. Everybody's safe. That was a perfect bunt for Jorge Vayette. Now runners at the corners with nobody down. For the top of the order, Jake Sekander.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, number 2, Jake Sekander.
And this is unusual. Kyle Schexnader, your manager, will have a meeting at the mound. Usually it's the pitching coach, Jacob Snyder. Now it's Kyle Schexnader with the entire infield in there as well. Very animated conversation, you can tell from up here. Kyle will now exit the mound, head back to his dugout, and Nate Cunningham will go back to work. First and third, nobody out. It's go time for the Duelers. Got to buckle down and get these outs right here. You don't want a larger deficit if you can avoid it. Jake Sekander, runner, the throw to first, and Vayette almost pretended like he wanted to go on the throwback to the pitcher. That would have been interesting. Would probably have not been successful, though. The pitch from Cunningham. Another square to bunt, pulls it back and takes a pitch on the outside corner. That's a good spot. Strike one, 0-1. To Sekander, who's 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. 2 flyouts to center, sandwiched around a flyout to right. Another throw to first. Vayette will kind of flop on the bag. That was halfway between a dive and going back in standing up. Couldn't make up his mind and kind of just flopped down on first base. 0-1 is your count to Jake Seconder and the pitch. Chopper on the ground. Can we turn it? It's too slow for that. That may be a hit. Throw to first, not in time. Or in time, excuse me, my bad. That's an out. 4-3. Jake gets into live, but a run scores. It's now 6-1. Fulton on another weak contact RBI. I really should have started a tally. Probably at the game in Muhlenberg of how many weak contact RBIs the Duelers have given up in the last 4 or 5 games. The number is astronomical, I will say that much. 6-1 Fulton. And now Braxton Baird into the box with a runner on second and one down. That pitch misses just outside on a fastball, 1-0. So an RBI 4-3 ground out for Jake Seconder makes it 6-1. I'll fix your score on the screen in a second. Next one is low ball 2-0. Braxton Baird's 2 for 2, a single and a homer to go along with a walk. So he's reached base all 3 times up to the plate. The 2-0 pitch, that's swung on and missed strike 1. 6-1 Fulton here in the top of the 5th. Duelers have lost 3 straight, looking to snap the streak and get back to the right side of the coin. That pitch is on the outside corner. Good spot. We'll tag it. Strike 2. 2-2 to Baird with Ryan Callahan on deck for Fulton. And head coach Scott Guyman, excuse me. Cunningham looks back at second from the stretch and the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off first third base side, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes with 1 down. And the pitch. Oh, man, just off the outer half. Ball 3. A full count at 3-2 from Nate Cunningham to Braxton Baird with Callahan waiting to hit next. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's a big strikeout. Nate Cunningham puts Baird down swinging. And now runners stay just on second base, as the case may be now for Callahan. That's the first strikeout on the evening for Nate Cunningham. Approaching 7:30 in the evening here in Bowling Green. We are in the bottom of the top of the 5th. It's 6-1 Fulton. That ball is absolutely crushed, but it's foul. Holy cow. Ryan Callahan, who already hit a homer tonight, had more than enough distance down the left field line for another. Just pulled it foul because that ball was absolutely hammered by Callahan, but just out in front and pulled it foul. Wow. Take a deep breath after that one and regroup if you're Nate Cunningham. That was just a loud strike. 0-1, your count. Look back at second and the next pitch. Just away for ball 1, 1-1. That looked good from up here, but called a ball by C.J. Davis. Callahan, a big right-handed hitter in left field tonight. And the 1-1 pitch. That's outside ball 2. On this Sunday, July 10th, a lot of action going on across the OVL, including a doubleheader between Muhlenberg and Du Bois County. Also, Hoptown hosting Full Count, Owensboro hosting Louisville, and Madisonville hosting the Henderson Flash. The next pitch, that's inside ball 3. 3-1 on a pitch low and in. On deck for the Railroaders is Brady Holloway, the DH. So a lot of action in the OVL as we approach a week and a half left in the regular season before the playoffs begin, July 21st. The pitch is grounded in the hole past Curtis. The throw to the plate by Castle. Is it time to get him? Mark Castle backing up his third baseman from his position at short. Curtis dove towards second. Couldn't get it. It went under his glove. Castle coming the other direction from short made a snag. Threw to the plate. Vallette was off and running from second. And was gunned down at the dish. But the Railroaders get one more. The score now 6-1 Fulton as we head to the bottom of the fifth. The Duelers with some work to do with the sticks. We'll see if they can get it done after this on the Duelers Baseball Network. Jonathan Evans to the plate to begin the bottom of the fifth. It's 6-1 Fulton on top. It'll be the top of the order for the Duelers. Pitch from Poindexter. That's bottom of the zone, called strike one, of course. I don't remember the last borderline call that went the Duelers' direction, to be completely honest with you. I guess I shouldn't say that. The strike zone doesn't really include that. 0-2 on a big swing and a miss from Evans. It's no balls, 2 strikes to Big John. On the day for Evans, 0-2, a line out to center and a strikeout swinging. He'll be followed by, Norris and Slaughter coming up. Poindexter from the windup will step off the mound and now back up on the rubber. 6-1 Fulton and the 0-2. That's inside on a fastball upstairs as well. 1-2 your count to Jonathan Evans. He started the year toward the top of the order, then got moved down toward the middle, and now back up at the top for head coach Kyle Schexnayder. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider, and that's strikeout. A strikeout to open the inning, and the second for Jonathan Evans tonight.
28, Jackson Norris.
Now Jackson Norris to hit. He's 0-2, grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice, and also popped that to short for the left-handed hitting designated hitter. University of Montevallo and Rome, Georgia for Jackson Norris. Pitch. Breaking ball in there, strike one. Norris bat on his shoulder. Awaits the 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball in the inside half now, 0-2. First the outside corner, now the inside spot. I wouldn't be shocked if Poindexter drops down another one. We'll see. The 0-2 pitch. A slider that gets past the catcher Lee on a swing and a miss, and Norris will go to first with ease. That's a break for the Duelers. We will take it. Runner on first and one down on a drop third strike. A wild pitch got past Lee. That was a wicked slider. Got the swing and miss, but Lee couldn't handle it. So wicked that not only Norris swung and missed, but Lee couldn't grab it either. And now Sam Slaughter to hit.
It's slimy. Another charger.
Sam Slaughter to the box. Left-handed hitter in left field tonight. Been playing a lot of left and a lot of center. Pitch to Slaughter is swung on and missed strike one. A big swing and a miss.
It's always curveballs. We have 3 lefties this year.
Slaughter 1 for 2 today. A double and a pop out to third for Sam Slaughter. The 0-1 pitch. Hitting the air down the line and left. Callahan over to give it a look, but it's out of play. Strike 2. 0-2 now your count. 6-1 Fulton, bottom of the 5th. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Railroaders. 1 hit, 4 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. That pitch is outside and low. Good take by Sam Slaughter. Wow. A lot about a swing, but held up and took it for ball number 1. 1-2 your count. And the 1-2 pitch. Slider outside, blocked this time by Lee. Sam takes it for ball 2 though. 2-2 count. Haven't seen a lot of fastballs from Sam Poindexter, especially this inning, throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. It's 2-2 to Slaughter in the pitch. That's another breaking ball in there, strike 3 called, and Sam Slaughter is down looking for out number 2.
So to the plate, third baseman, number 38, Jay Curtis.
I'm going to do the reverse jinx. This could be interesting. If Jay Curtis strikes out, which by saying this now I don't think he will, if Jay Curtis strikes out, Sam Poindexter will have struck out 4 guys in the inning. You don't see that very often at all. That's very rare. I think there's a term for that too, and I don't know what it is. Gage Kaufman may be helping me out by looking it up. What is the term for striking out 4 times in an inning? Because I think there's a name for it. It's 0-1 to Curtis. Poindexter's next pitch, that's low and in the dirt, blocked by Lee. 1-1. Because that's remarkably rare for that to occur. And if Jay does go down swinging, Sam Poindexter will have accomplished the rare feat. Throw to first. Norris dives back in head first.
It says Golden Sombrero, but that's the offense, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. I think go 0-4.
Yeah.
Who's the tight end?
What's the term?
And the pitch. Fouled off first base side. 1-2 now. And 1 pitch away. As it's a race against the clock now. Gage is trying to hurry up and beat the next pitch from Poindexter just in case it's strike 3. So we have it ready to go. It's a teamwork situation up here in the press box. We got to help each other out. It's a 1-2 on the way. Just got a piece at the plate and fouled it off at home plate for Curtis. He'll stay alive. It's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Jay Curtis.
I don't see a name.
I don't think there is a name. Okay, we'll go with the strike out 4 guys in an inning. Hopefully it doesn't happen. That's the goal. The pitch. Outside. Good take. Ball 2. Lee tried to pull that one in off the outside corner, and C.J. Davis wasn't having it. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jay Curtis. Jackson Norris throwing on first with 2 down in the pitch. That's low and inside. Throw back to first. Not in time. Jackson Norris, for whatever reason, leaned a little bit too far off first. And Kyle Schexnayder is not pleased over there in the third base coach's box. He has taken his hat off and has his head in his hands. Now his hat is back on his head in the 3-2. First to throw back over there. As a result, Norris has shortened his lead by a lot.
Yeah.
3-2 to Jay Curtis and the pitch. Well, that ball is hit hard, high and deep to left center. Back goes the left fielder to make the catch on the run because of course he did. That is Callahan to make the catch. And in the inning, another hard hit out for the Duelers in the 5th. We head to the 6th. It's 6-1 Fulton, and we'll be right back on the Duelers Baseball Network. Stay with us. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by Peekaview Imaging. For all your imaging needs, whether it's 2D, 3D, or 4D ultrasounds, Peekaview is the place to go. You can find them at 107 Roby Street in Franklin. We appreciate their continued support of Duelers Baseball. Sure Stay Hotel, Bowling Green North, located at 700 Interstate Drive in Bowling Green. Sure Stay by Best Western is the official hotel of the Duelers. If you're coming into town, be sure to stay at Sure Stay. And when you do, let them know you're with the Duelers. They'll hook you up with a special rate. Also, Wildfire Barbecue. Check them out at 105 State Street in Franklin. Available for dining or carry-out. Wildfire has been serving delicious barbecue in the region for over 20 years. They are the official barbecue restaurant of Duelers Baseball. Back in for the 6th, Nate Cunningham. The first pitch to Holloway is in there, strike 1. Southwest Tennessee Community College. Brady is 1 for 3. The next pitch is fouled off. It's 0-2. It will be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Scott Guyman and the Railroaders. Holloway, Lee, and Cloud against Nate Cunningham. Pitch. We got a slider away into the Duelers, or over the Duelers dugout, third base side. 0-2 your count. No balls and 2 strikes, and the pitch to Holloway. Load away, ball 1, 1-2 your count. One and 2 from Nate Cunningham in the windup. The pitch to Brady Holloway on the way. Outside corner, strike 3 called. C.J. Davis rings up Holloway. And Brady will head back to the first base dugout. That's a good pitch right there for Nate Cunningham. Strikeout number 2 on the night for Nate. And now Ryan Lee will hit. Lee had a 2 RBI double his last time up. And that is popped up into short left. Behind third goes Castle, the shortstop, to make the catch toward the line. And that's a quick 2 outs for Cunningham here in the 6th.
Coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 3, Aiden Cloud.
Aiden Cloud to hit now. 0 for 2 with a walk for Cloud tonight. From the University of Montevallo. Collegiate teammates with Jackson Norris. Actually, hometown, the same city as Jackson as well. I wonder if they knew each other before college. I'm sure they do now since they both play on the same collegiate team. But Kind of interesting. The pitch to Cloud. That's blooped in the air, shallow center. John Evans lays out and makes a fantastic catch. Jonathan Evans from his position in right over towards center came in and laid out. Made a fantastic diving catch to end the sixth.
Oh, yeah.
What a job out there by Big John defensively. That only ends the top half. We still have the bottom half to be played. I'll correct myself on that one. We head to the bottom of the sixth, though. The Duelers with some work to do with the bats. They will attempt to chip away at this lead for Fulton of 6-1 when we come back on the Duelers Baseball Network. Mark Castle will lead off against Sam Poindexter in the sixth. Give you a look around the OVL over the course of the next 2 innings as well. Already went through the schedule for tonight's games. We'll look at some scores too while we're at it. Pitch to Castle. Fouled off at the plate on what looked like a changeup. 0-1. On the day for Mark Castle, 0 for 1, also reached on an error by the shortstop. The pitch to Castle, a curveball is swung on and missed strike 2. In game 1 of the doubleheader between Muhlenberg and Du Bois County, it was a 7-inning 3-2 victory for Muhlenberg County over the DC Bombers. That was earlier this afternoon. And the pitch to Castle is popped up. Has a little bit of carry to it. Back to the edge of the warning track is Seconder, and he'll make the catch with ease. That's out number 1. Definitely didn't get very much of it. You could tell by the sound off the end of the bat that he popped it up. But
14, Matt Jenkins.
The right fielder, Seconder, did have to range back a couple of steps to win the inning. And now Matt Jenkinson to hit. The first pitch to Matt. Inside ball 1. For Matt today, 0 for 1 with a walk. Game 2 of the doubleheader between Du Bois and Muhlenberg. That one's also over. So they're already done with both games of the doubleheader at Du Bois County today. That was a 3-2 win for the Bombers, so they split the doubleheader. That game just ended. The 2-0 pitch to Jenkinson is blooped into center. That will carry a little bit, but not too much. Back goes the center fielder Baird to make the catch. That's 2 flyouts, 2 cans of corn, as you could say, for 2 outs here in the 6th.
Number 31, Nate Lye.
And now Nate Lye to hit. A game that has great effect on the Duelers this year and in the standings is currently taking place at Hoptown. The Rhythm and the Hoppers are facing off. That first pitch is ball 1. I think that deflected off of C.J. Davis back behind the plate. But anyways, Hoptown and full count. It's a 3-2 full count lead in the bottom of inning number 7. There are so many teams that are evenly matched in the OVL South. It's crazy. Carranza now pitching. Right now for full count. I think if you're a Duelers fan at this point, you're rooting for Hoptown and Fulton, the team we're playing tonight, to lose as much as possible. Of course, head-to-head losses, if the Duelers end up losing this one, will not help. But it's 1-1 now to Nate Lai. So that's a 3-2 full count win in the 7th at Hoptown. Pitch to Lai is popped up. Out goes the second baseman. Vayette has a little bit of trouble with it, but makes the catch coming down. And that's quick work for Poindexter in the 6th. That will end the 6th inning, and we'll head to the 7th. It's 6-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. Stay with us. We will be right back. Duelers Baseball is brought to you by Woody's Glove Repair. Located in Franklin, Woody's brings old baseball gloves back to life and gives new ones a custom look, offering relacing, repair, and break-in services. Take your glove to the next level with Woody's Glove Repair today. Also, Heidi Barks Photography. You can find Heidi at Heidi Barks Photography on social media to check out her work. Contact her via email at HeidiBarksPhotos@gmail.com or call 270-999-7240 to schedule your next shoot. Fresh Squeezed Goods. They offer customized laser cut and engraved gifts for every occasion. Dads, grads, corporate promotions, parties, and events. Visit FreshSqueezedGoods.com to start a custom order today. Also, we'd like to thank Franklin Bank and Trust with 5 branch locations in Franklin, Kentucky and the surrounding area. Franklin Bank is a proud supporter of the Duelers. They offer banking services for both personal and business accounts. Give them a call or stop into one of their branch locations today. And now Parker Estes to hit top of the 7th against Nate Cunningham, back out there for the Duelers. On the day for Parker, 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch from Nate is in there for strike 1. And the pitch is fouled off. Strike number 2, I believe. Yes, it is 0-2 to Parker Estes. With Jackson shoulders the 8-hole hitter on deck. Cunningham ready in the 0-2. Fouled off first base side, and we will do it again at 0-2. Estes, Shoulders, and Vayette due up for the Railroaders in the inning. Pitch. That ball is crushed to deep left center. That ball is not coming back. Parker Estes has left the building. He's hit a couple of homers against us this year already. And it's 7-1 Fulton on the 3rd home run of the night for the Railroaders. For the Murray State product, Parker Estes, that is home run number 7 on the year. That's tied for 2nd on the Railroaders team. That'll now bring up Jackson Shoulders, excuse me. Want to know your count? Pitch. Fouled off first base side, 1-1. It's now 7-1, and the Duelers are going to have to fight and claw to have a shot in this one. That just misses upstairs. Ball 2, 2-1. Cunningham ready in the 2-1 pitch. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. I honestly think the pitch before that was closer to a strike than that one, but we'll take it. 2-2. Pitch. Brett Rowell thought that was strike 3, but it was outside. Ball 3, 3-2 your count. And a full count, I believe. It may just be 2-2. I may be ahead of myself. It is 3-2 in the pitch. Fouled off, and the count holds 3-2. To Jackson Shoulders on the day for Shoulders. 1 for 2 with a walk, a double, a fly out to center, and the aforementioned walk. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3, I believe, on the outing for Cunningham. And that's out number 1. And now Jorge Vallet will hit. Vallet on the day. 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a walk. Pitch. Blooped foul over to the first base dugout, strike 1. Vallet from San Juan, Puerto Rico, attends the University of Cumberland. Next pitch to Vallet's fouled off first base side, 0-2 your count. No balls and 2 strikes from Cunningham to Vallet, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, a drop third strike. Rowell will have to throw over to first. He does so. Back-to-back Ks for Cunningham. And that's 2 down after the homer.
Coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 2, Jake Kander.
And now top of the order, Jake Sikander to hit. Nate's bounced back nicely with 2 strikeouts after giving up the solo homer to start the inning to Parker Estes. He hit a bomb against us when they were here last. A few weeks ago. Haven't played the Railroaders in a while, even though they're in our division. Played them a few times early in the year, and then a big break before they're coming back here. That's a fly ball into left. Slaughter's over, and he glides toward the line to make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, nobody left here in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th after the Railroaders add 1 more. It's 7-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. In the bottom of the 7th with 86 pitches, Sam Poindexter will go back to the mound for Fulton because he's been absolutely lights out so far. Why not send him out if you're Scott Guyman? He'll face Rowell to lead off. First pitch is inside. Ball 1 just missed on a curveball. I would really like to get his pitch breakdown tonight. I don't think we have access to something like that, but that misses away. We'll take it. 2-0. I feel like he's throwing just as many curveballs as fastballs, and I'm not exaggerating that either. Sam Poindexter is throwing breaking ball after breaking ball after breaking ball all night long. But it's working, so why change it? That pitch hits the inside half. Strike 1, 2-1 to Brett Rowell, who is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Pitch on the outside corner, strike 2, and it's 2-2 now. And the 2-2 pitch. Off the outside corner, good take. Throws at the count at 3-2. Pitch, that's fouled off, and the count holds at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Time called by Rao. He'll step out. A 3-2 full count to start off the 7th inning. Poindexter ready, gets the sign glove at the belt, and the pitch. Well, that ball is pulled down the line, and that'll fall fair. Down the line and right. A leadoff single for Brett. That's his 2nd time he's reached base tonight. See if the Duelers can start battling their way back in it. Still got some outs to play with here.
Come to the plate, center fielder number 40, Jared Grins.
And now Jared Grens will hit. A pinch runner.
40-something.
I believe it's Kelvin Reese.
No, it's great.
That may be catcher for catcher. Rashard Grace. Rashard Grace pinch running for Rao. Pitch to Grant, swung on a miss, strike 1. Need a knock right here to keep the line moving for Jared Grens if he can get it. The 0-1 pitch. That's in the air, a pop-up. Fayette over to make the catch out, number 1.
Come to the plate, the right fielder, number 26, John.
Top of the order now, Jonathan Evans. He's 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts, swinging and a line out, and a line out to center. Excuse me.
Who's this ball?
For Jonathan Evans.
Hit a bomb.
Some solid contact somewhere would be nice for the Duelers right about now. Over the fence would be okay too. Poindexter throws to first. Grace is back in standing up. We are here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-1. Fulton, your score. Poindexter from the stretch looks over at first. Steps off, fakes the throw over there. And Grace is back. Another throw over there, and Grace is a dive back in. This time he's safe. Looking at the standings coming into this one. Fulton is 2.5 games behind the Duelers in the OVL South. That's inside, ball 1. Fulton sitting in 3rd, the Duelers in 2nd, behind the full count Rhythmers, 22-9. They're within a game of the Henderson Flash all of a sudden for the best record in the entire league. Pitch. Swung on and missed, and another breaking ball. 1-1's your count. Looking at the rest of the standings, Hoptown's in 4th place. They're 15-15, but they're right in the thick of the middle of the pack too. And then Paducah 11-20. The 1-1 from Poindexter. On the inside half, strike 2. Full count is 9-1 in their last 10 games. Evans awaits a 1-2 from Poindexter. Looks at first. And throws over there. Grace back in with a head first dive. In the OVL North, Henderson's on top with a 22-7 record. 5.5 games up on the Boys County. They're in 2nd at 17-13. Madisonville's in 3rd at 15-16. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed on a slider. Held on to by Lee. And that's a third strikeout on the day for Jonathan Evans. And 2 down now in the inning. Muhlenberg's in 4th place at 12-17 in the OVL North. Followed by 10-20 Owensboro and 7-21 the Louisville Jockeys. Now Rashad Robinson will hit. He's pinch hitting for Jackson Norris. Chopper over the mound, but yet to get it. Throw to first, and time in the inning is over. 1 hit and 1 man left on base. We head to the 8th. 7-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The pitch to Braxton Baird is in there from Cunningham for strike 1. Some peculiar defensive changes for the Duelers. Bryce Cape is now at first base. A bunt. Out in front of the plate, Nate Lai out to get it, and no play. A bunt single to lead off the inning here in the 8th. So Nate Lai moves from first to the plate. He's now the catcher. After Brett Ryle was pinch hit for by Richard Grace. Richard Grace is now out of the game after hitting. And Bryce Cape comes in to play first because I don't think we have any available infielders that are not already playing. Especially since Rashad Robinson pinch hit for the DH Norris, and we don't want to lose our DH. Although I'm kind of surprised we didn't just do that. Throw back to first. Runner back. what I would have expected to do when you have these people in, and this is just me, I'm not criticizing Kyle, I'm just saying what's going through my head, is maybe to lose your DH, have Rashad Robinson come in and play second, move Jacobson to short and Castle back to first, but Kyle doesn't want to lose his DH, and I understand that too. Bryce Cape got an inning or two of first base work the other night in Muhlenberg. Another throw to first, runner dives back in. I was talking to Bryce on the way back on the bus after that game. He said he really enjoyed it. He said he definitely doesn't belong over there at first, but he enjoyed playing there. And he gets another shot right here in the 8th. Pitch to Baird. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-1 your count. Braxton Baird, 2 for 3 with a walk as well.
1-1.
So now Nate Lai back behind the plate and Cape over at first base. Runner takes off, throw by Lai. Jacobson covers. The throw's on the back, but he got under the tag. Stolen base. For the leadoff man, Braxton Baird. That's the second of the day, I believe. And Callahan's in the box. With a 1-2 count and the pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. That was an ugly swing. We'll take it. Nate Cunningham with another K for out number 1.
Number 17. No, back.
That is a pinch hitter. Kyrie Tribble will hit.
And the pinch hit, number 17, Kyrie Tribble.
We've seen him pinch hit, I think, in every single game we've played Fulton this year. And I'm not kidding. All 3 games we've played them, he has come on to pinch hit. He hasn't started a single one, but he's pinch hit in all 3. The first pitch to Tribble just misses ball 1. We're here in the top of the 8th inning. It's 7-1 Fulton on top. And the pitch. That ball is a pop-up. Third base side. Curtis over and makes a catch for out number 2. I was just going to say the same thing as Gage Kaufman just said next to me. That's tremendous awareness and baseball IQ and 100% effort despite the score in the game situation by Nate Cunningham right there. The pop-up off the mound, third base side. That's not the pitcher's ball, obviously, as much as they would, I'm sure, love to make the catch. Both the shortstop Castle and the third baseman Curtis converge, and Nate busted his butt off the mound to cover third just in case disaster struck. Luckily, he wasn't needed over there, but that's 100% effort and something that I definitely noticed and appreciated on that play. It's 0-1 now to Brady Holloway. Or, excuse me, that's Ryan Lee at the plate after the pop-up by Holloway. And it's an 0-1 count to Lee. He is 1 for 4 today. Pitch. On the outside corner, good spot, 0-2. Your count. Well, you're here on the top of the 8th. It's 7-1 Fulton. Duelers trying to avoid their 4th straight loss. Got an unexpected off day yesterday due to field conditions over here at South Warren. Back at it tonight. Have an off day tomorrow that was scheduled, and the pitch. Well, that ball is crushed to deep left. Back goes Slaughter, turning, and it's off the wall. Sam will play it in. The throw into second is not in time. That's an RBI double for Ryan Lee, and it is now 8-1 Fulton. That's the 3rd RBI for Ryan Lee on the day, excuse me. This time on a double. And now Aiden Cloud will hit. Cloud is 0 for 3. Got robbed of a hit on a fantastic play by Jonathan Evans in the last inning. And that one's on the ground. Castle will gather it in at short, throw to first in time. That will end the inning. After 7.5, it's 8-1 Fulton. We'll be right back on the Duelers Baseball Network. Back in on the Duelers Baseball Network, and we finally get to see a new pitcher. First man, he will face a Slaughter, a massive swing and a miss, strike one. Final line for the starter, Sam Poindexter. Fantastic outing. 7 innings, 100 pitches on the dot, 67 of them for strikes. 4 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. 7 strikeouts and just 2 walks. The pitch to Slaughter's outside ball, 1-1. The new pitcher on the day for the Fulton Railroaders is Drew Davis from Southeastern Illinois College in Clinton, Kentucky. Pitch off the outside corner, 2-1 to Slaughter.
How many of those strikeouts were left-handed hitters?
As on the season for Davis, as the next pitch misses low, 3-1. On the season for Davis, if I could find it. There we go. 6 appearances, all in relief. 7 innings, 12 hits, 8 runs, all 8 earned. 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, a grounder in front of the mound. Davis off the mound to gather it in. Throw to first for out number 1. I'm kind of intrigued to know, of the 7 strikeouts, how many of them were left-handed pitcher or left-handed hitters. I'll figure that out.
Number 38, Jay.
Because it was against a left-handed starter, of course, in Poindexter. And now Jay Curtis will hit for the Duelers. On the day for Jay, 1 for 3. A single and a line out and a fly out for Jay. First pitch. A pop-up. Weak contact in the air, back behind first. Shoulders is there, 2 outs. That's 2 down now for Mark Castle.
Coming to the plate, there's shortstop. Number 22, Mark Castle.
First pitch to Castle's in the dirt, ball 1. The 1-0 from Davis. Well, that ball's hit in the air. Foul, left side out of play. 1-1.
Yes.
And that's a single through the 5-6 hole in the left. A 2-out single from our Castle. To answer the question I just posed a minute ago, 5 of the 7 strikeouts were lefty-lefty matchups for Poindexter on the mound tonight.
Coming to the plate.
3 by Jonathan Evans, 1 by Sam Castle, good grief. 3 by Jonathan Evans, 1 by Jackson Norris, and 1 by Sam Slaughter to make it 5 of the 7. Grans also struck out 2 times, but he's a right-handed hitter. And now Matt Jenkinson into the box, takes the first pitch low and away for ball 1. Matt Jenkinson digs back in. 0 for 2 with a walk for Matty J tonight. Pitch. That's a pop-up. Got room for Lee behind the plate. Makes the catch, and that will end the 8th. We head to the 9th. Fulton by 7. It's 8-1 on the Duelers Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Back in, top of the 9th, 8-1 Fulton on the Duelers Baseball Network. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Appreciate you all tuning in every single night. And Tran Dorsett is on the pitch for the Duelers. First man he will face is Parker Estes. First pitch. A pop-up. Dorsett calls everybody off and makes the catch for out number 1. He has played outfield, so that's not technically a pitcher making the catch. On the scoreboard it is, of course, but that's not your normal pitcher fielding there. Out number 1.
Yeah. You should do one more. What did he say?
He pitches number 15, Tennessee, Carranza.
And now Tennessee Carranza, we've seen him a lot, will pinch hit for the Railroaders. First pitch is ball one. Carranza waits the next one, and that's low, ball two. Carranza pinch hitting for Jackson Shoulders, the first baseman, in the 8th spot in the order for Scott Guyman. Tennessee Carranza, born and raised in California, which is interesting with the name Tennessee, and he's in Kentucky playing summer ball. 2-0 pitch is in there, strike one. His dad, Pedro Carranza, is the first base coach for the Fulton Railroaders. It's 2-1 to Tennessee. And the pitch just misses, ball three. 3-1 from Trey Dorsett to Tennessee Carranza. The Duelers in the 9th will have 7, 8, 9. Lai, Grace, and Granz due up. And the pitch, that's foul, strike two. It will actually be Lai, Cape, and Granz due up. Approaching 8:30 here in the Central Time Zone. Considering 9 runs have been scored, this game has been flying by. Pitch fouled off, and it's still 3-2. Game started at 6 o'clock, 2.5 hours. And we're still not done yet. Still 5 outs to get. But definitely a fairly quick moving game considering it's 9 runs on the scoreboard. The pitch from Dorsett is flying down the line in the left, foul. We'll do it again at 3-2. On deck for the Railroaders is Jorge Vallet. Actually, it will be Garner Anderson pinch hitting for Vallet, I believe. He's over there in the on deck circle for Fulton. Dorsett ready with the 3-2. On the way. Where did that miss? Ball 4. Either up or out, but it looked good from here. Nonetheless, that's a walk. And it will be Garner Anderson hitting.
And the pinch hit, number 1, Garner Anderson.
He's pinch hitting for Vallet. Tennessee Carranza on first after drawing a walk in his only AB of the day. I did it again, not an at-bat, a plate appearance. I've been a little better of that of late. Catching myself on the plate appearance terminology. Pitch. Fouled off first base side this time, 0-1. 1 down, Duelers looking to roll up a double play here to get him out of the inning. It's 8-1 to Fulton. If Fulton wins this game, there will be only a game and a half behind the Duelers for second place in the OVL South. And the 0-1 pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 down. Dorsett off the river, now back up on the hill. With an 0-2 count to Garner Anderson. University of Tennessee Martin, and the pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Anderson's retired. That's out number 2. Two outs now. And Jake Seconder will hit. Seconder on the day, 0 for 5 with an RBI. Pitch is inside, ball 1. 4 flyouts, 2 to center, 1 to left, and 1 to right with an RBI ground out to second for Seconder today. A lot of balls hit in the air, haven't found holes. The 1-0 pitch. That's outside ball 2 from Trey Dorsett. Two balls and no strikes from the native of Nassau, Bahamas. Trey Dorsett attends Stoneman College. Pitch. Just misses ball 3. Where was that? I guess away. It's 3-0. On deck for the Railroaders, Braxton Baird will hit next. Dorsett ready with a 3-0. On the way. Swung on and missed strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now your count. Three and 1 with 2 down. Man off first. And the pitch. A little bit outside ball 4, and that's 2 base runners now with 2 down for Baird.
Play
8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Railroaders. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. Game was started by Jacob Hernandez, who got through 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of which were earned, 6 walks, and only 2 strikeouts. Nate Cunningham then ate up 5 innings. Pitch to Baird, squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes a pitch outside ball 1. Nate Cunningham in his 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned. No walks and 5 strikeouts and 71 pitches for Nate. And now Trey Dorsett in for the 9th. Excuse me, Dorsett with a 1-0 count. And the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 1, 1-1 to Braxton Baird, who on the day for Fulton is 3 for 4 with a walk. 1-1 from Dorsett to Baird in the pitch. Swung on and missed at a fastball up and in, 1-2. A solo homer in the first for Braxton, a walk in the second, a single in the fourth, a strikeout in the fifth, and a single last time up in the 8th. 2 outs, a 1-2 count, runners first and second. Dorsett ready from the stretch. Looks back at second in the 1-2. Check swing on a pitch inside, no appeal. 2-2, your count is even. Two and 2 to Baird from Dorsett in the pitch. On the ground, Curtis on a pick, over to first, in time. Cape brings it in. Now we will head to the bottom of the 9th. The Duelers need 6 runs to tie, 7 to win. We'll see what they can get done after this on the Duelers Baseball Network.
Did the Brooks messed up and just moved Ryan Lee up and moved Parker messed it back out?
Mm-hmm. Back in for the ninth, bottom of the ninth. It's 8-1 Fulton. Duelers are within 3 outs of losing their 4th straight game, and the tailspin will continue. See what they can do to come back and battle. Not necessarily expecting 7 runs and a win right here, but it would be nice to see the guys go to battle and try to work their way back in it. It seems as though lately Kyle Schexner is a little bit frustrated with the effort. And that's something you can control. The results are something you cannot always control in the game of baseball. Sometimes you have hard contact that doesn't find holes, and that's part of what the Duelers are dealing with right now. And your opponents sometimes at the same time go on a run to where your opponents have bloop contact and they seem to find holes every time you look up. And that's the stretch right now. Nate Lai will come in to face a new pitcher for Fulton. Will Buck on for the ninth. Pitch to Lai. Outside corner, strike one. Will Buck from Northwoods University in Rochester, Minnesota. We've seen him before. Or excuse me, Rochester, Michigan. I've messed that up. Rochester, Michigan for Will Buck. Pitch. That's in. There's strike two, outer half. Nate Lai today, 1 for 3. A double and 2 pop-outs. 1 to first, 1 to second. And he's behind in the count right here, 0-2. The 0-2 from Buck. Fastball blooped into the Fulton dugout. And a nice barehanded catch by somebody not in uniform over there in the Fulton dugout, who will now spike it on the ground in celebration. 0-2 to Nate Lai. 8-1 Duelers, or 8-1 Railroaders, excuse me, in the bottom of the ninth. And the pitch. That's a slider low and away through the legs of the catcher Lee, and it's 1-2. The Duelers 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error. Fulton 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error tonight. And Will Buck ready. The 1-2 to Nate Lai. That's a pop-up. Shallow right. A sliding attempted catch. No catch. Could not be made by the right fielder, Seconder. Good effort, though. A lot of foul territory down the lines over here, especially in right. Not as much in left. Here at South Warren. Once again, thank you all for tuning in on this Sunday evening. Appreciate the support all season long, tonight and all season long. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, no, we will not. We have a scheduled off day tomorrow before being back here on Tuesday night, 7:05 first pitch against this same Fulton ball club. And then Wednesday, guess who we play? Fulton, but Wednesday's game's on the road. The 1-2 to Lai. Lots on the ground, a hot shot. Estes has it, gathers it in, throws the first high. But the tag applied by Tennessee Carranza over there for out number 1. One down.
The first shape, number 5, Bryce.
And now Bryce Cape, who was into the game at first a couple of innings ago, will have his first AB of the night. He's in the spot of Brett Rowell originally. Then occupied by Grace for 1 at-bat, and now it's Bryce Cape's role in the 8 spot. Pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1 on a fastball inside. It's unnecessary. 0-1 to Cape from Will Buck. And the pitch. Inside, and it hits him. Bryce will flip the bat away and head to first with 1 down.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, we have a new appearance. And I have a smile on my face saying it. And I'll explain why in a second. Cam McMillan will make his first appearance as a Dueler from Lipscomb University, and the reason why I have a smile on my face saying that is because Nate McMillan is a native of Kansas City, Missouri, my neck of the woods, and attended St. Thomas Aquinas High School, which was one of my bitter rivals growing up in high school. But it's good to see a Kansas City kid on this Duelers roster. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Cam, but I will do that, I'm sure, on the bus on Wednesday, if not before. And hopefully get a few Kansas City stories from him. Cam played at John A. Logan College last year and hit .396 there. Started his collegiate career at Vanderbilt, never played, then transferred to the University of Houston. And then played last year at John A. Logan. And will be headed to Lipscomb in the fall. So a lot of movement for McMillan, excuse me. It's 0-1 to Cam. Very tall utility player. Next pitch is in there, strike two. 0-2 to Cam. I apologize in advance if I say McMullen too many times. One of my good buddies has the last name McMullen, and this is McMillan. So I'll do my best to keep that straight. 0-2 to Cam McMillan and the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike three. Cam goes down swinging in his first AB as a Dueler, and there are two down here in the ninth.
Coming to the plate, the right fielder, number 26, John Evans.
John Evans will hit. He's the last hope for the Duelers. On the day for Big John, 0 for 4. 3 strikeouts and a line out to center. Will Buck on the mound will look over at first, and the pitch. That's in there, strike one, call on the outside corner. And the pitch. That's on the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 strike away from Fulton getting a victory here at South Warren. That would bring the Railroaders within 2.5 games of the Duelers. And the next pitch is fouled off. We'll do it again at 0-2. That would bring Fulton within 1.5, excuse me. They're currently sitting at 2.5 games behind us in third place. The 0-2 from Buck. Swung on and missed on a breaking ball, and this game is over. Thank you to Gage Kaufman and Isidro Jimenez for their help. Jay Sutherland, another tremendous job behind the mic tonight. And the final score on this one. Fulton 8, Duelers 1. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the victorious Railroaders. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error for the Duelers. Winning pitcher is Sam Poindexter. 7 innings, 100 pitches, 4 hits, 1 run. It wasn't even an earned run, it was unearned. 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. Losing pitcher Jacob Hernandez. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 6 walks and 2 strikeouts. No save in this ballgame. We will talk to you tomorrow. No, we will not talk to you tomorrow. I take that back. We have a scheduled off day tomorrow. Talk to you Tuesday night back here against the same Fulton Railroaders team. Game time 7:05. Pre-game around 6:50 or so on the Duelers Baseball Network, back on the YouTube channel. Thank you for listening to the game tonight, guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday and a great start to your week tomorrow. I'll talk to you Tuesday on the Duelers Baseball Network. Good night, everybody.